What's something someone did for you that they probably thought was no big deal, but it saved you? I was 16, angry at the world, and convinced nobody cared whether I existed or not. My dad had left 3 years earlier, and my mom was doing her best, which meant 2 jobs and 0 energy left by the time she got home. We lived in a fading cul-de-sac full of cracked sidewalks and overgrown lawns, the kind of place where drones didn't die dramatically, they just got tired and sat down. I didn't have friends. I had a bike. A beat-up, too small, rusty gear Frankenstein of a thing. I'd ride it for hours after school, just to be anywhere but home. One afternoon, while riding back, my chain snapped a block from my house. I skidded into a mailbox and went flying. Scraped up both palms, tore a hole in my only decent jeans. I kicked the bike so hard, the front tire spun off, sat down on the curb, and cursed the universe. That's when I heard him. "Nice kick," someone said. I looked up. It was Mr. Donnelly, my next-door neighbor. Old guy, retired, wore the same flannel every day, and always smelled like gasoline. I'd barely spoken to him. He asked, "You break it or fix it?" I said, "Does it matter?" He just nodded toward the bent tire. "Bring it over, I'll take a look." I dragged the bike into his garage. It was a maze of metal and dust and forgotten tools. He didn't say much, just started working. Wiped the chain, realigned the gears, replaced a bolt from a drawer labeled "Maybe Useful Someday." The whole time he whistled some old blues tune. When he finished, he handed it back and said, "It's not pretty, but it'll ride." Then, before he left, he added, "The garage is open after 4, if you ever want to fix it for real." I came back the next day, and the next. At first, it was just about the bike, but then it was about learning. He taught me how to strip a tire, sand down rust, reattach brake cables. We didn't talk about much, mostly bikes, sometimes cars. Once, he pointed to a dusty photo of a boy and said, "That was my son. He was about your age when he passed." He didn't say anything else. He didn't need to. Over the next year, I rebuilt that bike from scratch. New frame, new tires, clean chain, bright red paint. It wasn't just a bike anymore. It was proof that broken things could run again. The day before I left for college, something I never thought I'd reach, I stopped by his garage one last time. I gave him the old rusted frame from the original bike, the bent tire, the snapped chain. He raised an eyebrow. I said, "It's a reminder of how far something can go if someone cares enough to fix it." A month later, I got a package at my dorm. No return address. Inside was the old tire, polished, mounted on a wooden plaque. A note was taped to it. "Nothing's too far gone. Not if you show up and turn a wrench. D." It's still on my wall. Every time I feel like I'm falling apart, I look at it and remember, I was once just a broken bike on the side of the road, and someone helped me ride again.